Welcome. This is Eric Vine. Want to do a little video with you guys from the Fam Wealth Network, Family Cash Machine. Wanted to remind you guys that we just got one more week left in March, and then we're going to be launching our cryptocurrency college. I'm kind of excited about that. We're almost there to launch those courses. It's a course that everybody's going to need. I think one of the greatest investments you can make right now is to invest in the knowledge of money, invest in where money's going, and understand the global economy. You need to understand about central banks. You need to understand about the Federal Reserve. You really do need to understand this stuff, because we're living in a time right now where money is getting ready to be disrupted. It's already being disrupted, and most of us have no clue what's going on in our economic, global economic environment. There's some moves being made, things happening around the world that's going to affect you. So whether you are aware of it or not has nothing to do with the effects that's getting ready to happen with the United States dollar. Now, as you guys have been watching my videos, I am adamant about cryptocurrencies right now, gold, silver, and even investing in real estate, because all of these different things will be protected from the global economy and the fiat currency called the US dollar that has been dominating since, I would say, after the Second World War. And some things happened that all the countries come together and decided that because the United States had more gold, over 20 tons of gold backing its dollar, all the other countries decided to allow the United States dollar to be the dollar that was the most dominant dollar that all the other currencies were connected to. Well, guess what? That day's changing. And so you guys don't know what a world looks like that the dollar is not the dominant, what they call reserve currency. You don't know what that looks like. And it's coming to a day when that is actually happening now. So we're teaching cryptocurrency courses. In the cryptocurrency courses, we're going to teach about money. We're going to teach about the history of money. And you need to know a lot of different things about money. It's not hard. And I'm going to make it very simple. I simplify things. Again, I have a background in not cryptocurrency, excuse me, commodities. Cryptocurrencies just started in 2009. I just got into the cryptocurrency space, I think it's 2015. Yeah, about the end of 15. So almost 2.5 years or so, about 2.5 years. Yeah, I found out about it, I would say, yeah, mid 2015. So the beautiful thing about it is I came from a background of trading currencies like Japanese yen, Swiss francs, Deutschmarks, municipal bonds, treasury bonds. So I had a good understanding of currencies. And not only trading currencies, I traded coffee and stocks. And so I had a good understanding of stock market. And besides that, also being a real estate appraiser, commercial and residential and businesses, I had a good indication and understanding of value, as well as demographics and statistic studies and feasibility studies and stuff like that. So all of that stuff just pretty much played into me understanding this whole global economy and where things are going. So I wanted to reach out to you guys and let you know we got one more week before the cryptocurrency college is started, which is a product of the Family Cash Machine. Yay! I love the Family Cash Machine because that is the platform that we created, myself and Ellis Vernon, and now my business partner, as well as David Lyons, who's a programmer who came in and just really knocked a home run for us and made us really understand the undergirding principles of the functionality of this technology. Now, you guys, a lot of guys out there and women might say, how did I miss Bitcoin? How did I miss the Bitcoin? It started in 2009. There are stories, and I can show you and attest to you guys, there are individuals that invested as low as $27 when Bitcoin was $10. No, 10 cents, excuse me, 10 cents. And now Bitcoin is over $8,000. It has went as high as 20,000. It came back down. It had a market correction, which is what happens when you have a real product that is driven by market supply and demand, and it's not predicated on interest rates or U.S. debt or anything like that. It's just basically buying and selling of this thing, which, in my opinion, is the definition of true market value. So this thing went from nothing to 10 cents and then eventually to $1,200 in 2013, which made thousands of people, I mean, just stupid amount of money. People were made millionaires overnight. And the reason we didn't know about it, most of us, is because it is a computer functionality. It is the first time that the internet was able to store value without a bank, without a third party, just based on cryptography. So it is an amazing technology. It's not hard. It sounds kind of foreign to you guys, but we're living in an era where you're going to have to learn a little bit about technology, and you're going to have to learn a lot about money. But with the money and technology, if you position yourself right as the dollar's crashing, you're going to be in position to create wealth, because wealth is never destroyed. It just only exchanges hands. And so I've been talking about this for years now, and I'm going to stay on this because I'm really passionate about average people positioning themselves and creating generational wealth. It's not just about money anymore. It's about positioning yourself for generational wealth. And with this technology, it's going to disrupt a lot of the families that have been monopolizing money and banking for years, for actually over 300 years now, 350 years to be exact. So I'm hoping that you guys are understanding that you need to learn about money. You really do, because this thing is coming to an end. For years now, we have had the United States dollar, the U.S. dollar, dominate the world because it was backed by gold. And then around, I would say the 60s, there was a guy out of the prime minister of France. He brought to the world's attention that, hold up, America doesn't have all the gold that they're saying they have. They don't have all the gold. They're just printing money. And they're printing so much money where maybe they did have 20 tons of gold, but now the money that they're printing has exceeded the return rate, where it used to be a time when the dollar said upon the bearer's return of this note, you would receive equal amount in gold or silver. Well, you know, at a certain point, we just kept printing and printing and printing and printing, and until the world leaders decided that, hey, they don't have enough gold to back up all the currency. So what happened was they started rescinding their gold. They started to countries started to want to receive their gold back from the United States. So therefore, 1971, Nixon decided to take the money off the gold off the gold reserve, because there wasn't enough gold to support all the dollars that they had created. So from that point, you had the Saudi Arabia and stuff like that. We came together with the Arabs and decided to back the money by oil. And that's been going on for some time now. And that's what's actually been keeping the dollar strong. But now that's changing. Now we have a situation where China has made a bilateral agreement with Russia. Russia's got plenty of oil. People don't realize Russia got uranium, titanium. I mean, they're just loaded with minerals. And so Russia and China is in a bilateral agreement. China went from, I think 10 years ago, 600 tons of gold to now 7,000 tons of gold. So they just been buying up gold all over Africa. They bought all the landmines in Africa. But I have to give China credit. They have decided to do a $1 billion deal with Akon. And I commend Akon, because at the time when Chris Brown and Soulja Boy was fighting over some dumb stuff, Akon closed a $1 billion deal to make sure that China wasn't just totally exploiting Africa, and they were bringing some money back into Africa to help modernize Africa. So, hey, kudos to you, Akon. You own your top of your game, and you're not just rapping and singing. You're taking care of your business, man, and I appreciate that about you. And we got to wake up some more of our other celebrities, because they're so caught up in their little worlds. They're not looking at the global business and what's going on. But China right now has about 7 70,000 tons. Was it 70,000 or I think it's 7,000 tons? They're getting a lot of gold. 7,000 tons, something like that. It went from 600 tons, I think, to 7,000 tons in a short period of time. And so now what they're doing is they're getting ready to back their yuan with oil and gold. So they are now saying that the day of the American dollar reigning supreme is history. And not only is it just China, there has now Iran has an agreement with, direct agreement with China to buy oil from Iran. They're cutting the American dollar out. You guys haven't seen the devastation effect of this yet, because once the dollar is destabilized off of oil and other countries are using Russia's oil and China is buying other people's oil, like Saudi Arabia is also in agreement with it. Saudi Arabia is going to deal directly with China. This is going to get nasty. So this is why I want to teach more about wealth, teach you guys more about where to put your money at, how to be safe when this thing hits the fan. I keep talking about the greatest of exchange of wealth and how cryptocurrency, and if you guys get in that position now, you're gonna make a lot of money. Okay, I've seen people last year make 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 right on my team, on the Family Cash Machine. We have amassed team members all over the country, from Atlanta to New York to Oklahoma to Texas to Detroit to Chicago. We have Florida. We have team members everywhere now around the country. And actually, I just talked to a gentleman in Hong Kong Saturday, and talked to some people in, was it Hong Kong? No, I'm sorry, Tokyo. There's a brother in Tokyo I spoke to, and I was very excited to talk to him. And he's amassing a team out there that's dwindling in like network marketing, but they are moving towards cryptocurrency. And we had an opportunity to talk for about an hour, and he's excited about the Family Cash Machine and the Fam Wealth Network and the things that we're doing. And he wants to position his team also in cryptocurrency, because cryptocurrency is creating value. It's creating value. It's not just some old hype stuff that has nothing backing it. It actually has a limited supply. So it's not something that you can just print. So I'm excited about the cryptocurrency courses that we're launching. And right now, you guys can join the Family Cash Machine without purchasing those courses. The courses will be very, very valuable, and they'll be well worth what you guys are signing up for, because you'll have a thorough understanding of money. Okay, you'll understand not just money, but you'll understand the global economy as well as the problems that we're facing right now. And we'll make it fun for you guys to learn that and be able to take that knowledge and apply it. See, this is what colleges don't do. They give you the knowledge, then they pat you on the back and say, hey, thank you for $13,000 for the cryptocurrency. You paid $13,000, and we taught you everything it is as far as how cryptocurrency works and mining and all the stuff and what makes it work, and buy. No, that's not what I do. I give you guys the knowledge of the problem. I give you guys the knowledge of the solution. Then I teach you how to go and use that to make you some money. Okay? I teach you how to maneuver in this industry and create wealth. So it's not just giving you the knowledge. No, we put you in an environment of people who are investing every day and making money. And so that's the beautiful benefits of the Family Cash Machine. And you guys click the link right there. If you guys like the message that I've been bringing to you guys, you need to subscribe to my channel. It's going to be more value coming to you guys, more understanding coming to you guys about what's coming with the fall of this dollar, which is something nobody really likes to talk about, because we're just under the assumption, oh man, nothing's going to ever happen to the dollar. The dollar is going to be okay. We're going to always have value with it. Okay, you need to study the Great Depression. You need to study the Black Wall Street. I mean, not Black Wall Street, excuse me. You need to study Black Monday, they call it, when Wall Street crashed. So, and you need to study Zimbabwe. Google Zimbabwe dollars and how there's people in the streets just saying starving billionaire. Starving billionaire. It's funny. Yes, they're starving billionaires because their money is not worth anything. They just kept printing and printing and printing and printing and printing until the money had no value. And that's what we're doing here in America with this quantitative easing 1, quantitative easing 2, quantitative easing 3. All that means is print more money. That's all that means. Print more money. And so I want you guys to don't get caught slipping, as they say, and don't get caught with your pants down. You need to be aware of what's happening. And if you're aware of what's happening and you're moving and strategically, when the fall happens, then your income going to shoot up because you're positioning yourself to capitalize off the fall. Oh, the fall is inevitable. And if you're a betting man or a betting woman, whether you are or not a betting person, you are betting. Because if you're holding on to this dollar and think it's going to always have value, then you're gambling that this fall is not going to happen. And if you are positioning yourself like me, then you are gambling and betting that it's going to happen. So either way, you are a part of this. You are a part of the gamble. You are betting one way or the other, whether you understand this or not. So I want you guys to pay attention to what we're teaching. We have fun with it. We're going to be having conventions all over the country soon. We're doing one in Los Angeles, hopefully this summer, Marina Del Rey. And then we'll probably do one from there every 4 months, 3 a year, different conventions around the country to create the momentum and consciousness, create the economic consciousness in people so we don't get caught, and not only we don't get caught slipping, but that we position ourselves that we can create generational wealth through this shift in economics that's happening right now. So again, we're doing a daily webinar free right now to teach you guys about money, about technology, and about wealth. We're also starting the classes next month. There'll be the Cryptocurrency College up. And right now we have the Fan Wealth Network Cycler, and we have managed to pay out $250,000 in cycles. Yes, we have. So don't let this hat fool you. Don't let my jacket fool you. I'm a serious player in this game, and I have my own company up. And like I said, we've amassed about 500 or 600 people across the country, and now we're reaching our hand outside of the country to link up with even other people in South America and Japan and other spots in the world and Africa. There's people that's reaching out to me. In fact, I'm supposed to go to Africa with one of the doctors on our team to go and talk to, you aren't going to believe it, one of the presidents there. So this thing is serious. We're really doing some real stuff with the cryptocurrency. It's amazing. It is a innovative technology that people are going to be forced to use in some way or the other. Banks are using it, and they don't want you to know how effective it is because they want to continue to manipulate your money. They want to continue to control you and control your revenue and keep you blinded from understanding how to free up your money from their control. So with that, you guys, I'm not going to talk too much longer. I wanted to do a video. I got to stay in you guys' face. And like I said, next week we'll be promoting our classes. You guys haven't been seeing me that much because I've been working so hard on finishing these courses because I want to make sure I got A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. I got, from A to Z, everything you need to know to get you to the next level. Now, of course, there's still going to be studying you have to do on your own, but I want you guys to get a clarity of what the hell's going on right now because nobody's talking about this. They want to continue to talk about Bitcoin has no value. Bitcoin has no intrinsic value. But in reality, money has no intrinsic value. It's not backed by gold. It's not going to be backed by oil anymore. What it is going to be backing it. And right now, they're just printing and printing and printing and printing. Bitcoin has a value. It has an intrinsic value because it has a purpose. It's a distributed ledger. It is a blockchain that allows people to deal peer-to-peer with each other without any kind of identification, without any of that. And it's encrypted. It's encrypted, so it has the capability of storing hundreds of thousands of transactions and moving them within seconds. So that's a functionality. So with that functionality comes value. That's an intrinsic value there. But what value does a dollar has if it's not backed by anything? So with that, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and close out. I want you guys to grab that link and sign up for the Family Cash Machine or the Fam Wealth Network. start cycling, making you some Bitcoins, and then come into the family cash machine bosom where we can train you how independently you can take your money and you can start creating your own portfolio. So with that, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. This is Eric Vaughn. Peace.